morning, y'all. So we like coming out to this little area to shoot some video and content with the trucks we build because our shop is just too small for cool content, and this has like wild stuff. There's tractors, there's rundown boats out here, there's cool big rock concrete pile. They don't seem to give us fits. We might see if they come out here and yell at us, but we're gonna see if we can shoot this truck real quick. This is actually our employee's truck. He just started with us a few months ago and we got him on some KG1s. We haven't converted him on tires yet, but you know, until then he's on these new KG1 Joust. They look amazing. They're 22 by, I think these are 22 by 14s. He rubs a little bit, but it looks good. It's low and wide. What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode here at the Lifted Ripper shop. And boy, are we busier than the last episode that you guys saw. So in the shop right now we have all sorts of different makes and models. Right next to me I have a 2022 Ram 2500 Illusion Purple 8-inch striker. It's gonna have big wheels, big tires. You know how we roll here. Behind me, fresh off the lot, is a 2024 GMC 2500, and it is gonna be a big boy. We're doing a 7 to 9 McGoys. 26 by 14 KG1 forged wheels, and of course wrapped in a Fury 38-inch tire. Yes, we can actually squeeze a 38-inch tire on this GMC. It's gonna blow your minds. Then in the back corner, which you might have already seen previously, we have a Hellcat swap going in a D150. This one is going to be going to bodywork, paint, the whole 9 yards. The Hellcat is currently in it. It's not fully done yet. I heard that one's also going to be purple. When it's done, we're gonna have it lowered, C-notch frame, and it is gonna be a burnout truck. So the GMC 2500 is getting that 7 to 9 McGoys, and in the meantime, we've got these 26 by 14 Knox KG1 wheels being wrapped in a Fury 37 1450 26, I think. I got it right, y'all. These tires are the hybrid tires from Fury. They are an RT. A lot of times you see our MT tires coming out of this shop. That's what we all run in all our trucks. But I'm really excited to see these underneath this GMC. He wanted to go in between an all-terrain and an MT tire, and they look pretty aggressive. I'm excited. So we just started on the 7 to 9 McGoys. We are gonna crank it up to 9 inches. Right now, all he has is these drop the upper control arms. The cradle is now in place, and it is a beautiful semi-gloss black with a stainless overlay polish. Such a pretty combo. That's all he has done so far, and it's gonna keep getting, this actually should be done in the next couple of days. These lifts are pretty quick. Our guy is really quick. They come out beautiful. So this is just a basic style for here for Lifted Rippers. No crazy lights and rock lights and wheel lights. We're just doing the 7 to 9 McGoys, wheels and tires. Right now, so far, we've dropped everything that we need to, and the front cradle for McGoys is on. It is black with the polished overlays. It's very clean build. It's gonna be one of my favorites, I know it.
Buddy, what we doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Just programming TPMS sensor. Nothing too crazy.
You have to program on every Ford truck?
All of them.
Oh, that's fine.
Because you got all new sensors. So every truck gets reprogrammed.
Why can't you use the old sensors that come stock?
Because you didn't want to.
Fair enough.
Can you? You can take them out, but a lot of people like to sell them, resell their stuff. So when they resell them, they sell them with the sensors. They assume they get more money for them.
Casey Fundora cell phone, so it's a good time.
Don't
yeah,
talk
they look
shit.
a lot better than I thought they would.
I talk lots of shit. That's like literally what I do here.
Well, you can't.
Oh.
You're trying to get away from drama.
Hey guys, welcome to my shop.
Mariah, do you store again?
I mounted one of these, just one.
Total bullshit.
If one hops, it's me, okay? I don't know which one. I should have marked the one I did, just so that, like, you know, sign it. Like, people sign tailgates, I'll sign a tire. So I'm gonna set up the new shelves so they open them all cute and all the clothing is not dirty. Like, all of these are like filthy. So this is all gonna come down and I'm gonna revamp the clothing line coming soon. And I'll have new hats, new hoodies, new shirts, new tank tops, new crop hoodies. Ian is gonna design me a shirt with my truck on the back of it. Fire. Is this a dual steering stabilizer? Okay, let me start over. Blocks for the rear, for sure got that. These are your track bars for the front, and then these are your rears. And then these are your coilovers for the rear, and these are your fronts. Am I close? This guy.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Oh, did you hear that? I'm gonna be a mechanic. Come to Lifted Rippers to get your truck built by Mariah herself.
Please don't.
Did you?
This is the floating cradle for the front, for the 4-link bars, rear shocks, rear track bars, or whatever they want to call them, floating cradle.
Oh, I got like a C-. I'm close. Just don't drive. Hey guys, it's Mariah again, and I have never done a walkthrough of my 2024 F-250 that we built for Sema this year, so I'm gonna give you guys a walk around now. All right, so y'all knew me previously for my white F-250 that was a 2020 that I took to Sema for 2 years, but I did sell that. It was heartbreaking. It was time for a new one. It's time for a different build. So I bought a 2024 F-250. I bought the Lariat edition. It comes with all the bells and whistles, everything I wanted on it. Of course, I don't have the massaging seats or the sunroof because I didn't want it, but I love this truck. I was motivated to get a new truck and a new build because I wanted Lifted Rippers to be the only one that touched this. And not just Lifted Rippers, but Joshua McClinton and myself to be the only ones with all the ideas and all of the actual mechanics and hard working behind it. So that's what we did. I gave Josh like minimal time. I tell you, I bought this truck in September and he had it built in November and it was great. I wanted to do a static lift this time instead of a Kelderman. So my last truck was on air, so I could go up and down. I know people love that, but I didn't want to have to deal with airbags anymore or dealing with any of that. I just wanted a static lift. I wanted to go bigger. And actually, the whole reason behind my truck being this big is that I wanted to be bigger than Joshua McClinton's big yellow dually. I don't know why. I'm just a girl. But I wanted to sit taller than him. So that's exactly what we did. I have an 18-inch Elevate kit on this truck. I have 44-inch Fury tires with a KG1 30x16 seismic. Everything about this truck I am absolutely in love with, from the color scheme all the way down to the floating caps, the wheels. My hitch is glittery and beautiful. We have every little touch on this. My emblems are teal and pink. I just love it. We went through a lot of colors, and I have to be honest, there are other trucks that look similar and we loved it. I like the little mermaid look to it, and it's gonna even have some more additions that you don't even see here yet. This build would not have been possible without KG1 forge and Fury tires. Obviously, it's probably one of my favorite aspects of this truck. I went with the 30x16 big wheel seismic KG1 forge. Obviously, it's got the two-tone color on it, and it goes all the way down to the floating center caps. We wrapped it in a 44-1650 Fury tire. It is the new design tread. It's the MT2, and man, this is probably the best riding truck ever. It shouldn't actually ride this good. I actually question myself all the time, like, why is this riding so good? But obviously we couldn't do it without these awesome sponsors. I also have Gridiron Bumpers, who they heard that I was building my truck for Sema and they immediately jumped on board, no questions asked. They called me up. I have front and rear bumpers from Gridiron Bumpers and Speed Demon lights. So this truck is sitting on an 18-inch Elevate kit. Everything came complete from Elevate, and then we did all the powder coating and installing ourselves. It is sitting at about 19.5 inches because, you know, things happen in the build, and I love it. It has triple overlays. This was one of the first ones with the honeycomb overlay, as you can see. So I don't have one or two, but I have 3 overlays on this truck, which is how we were able to incorporate the dazzling colorful pink color and the teal color. So every one of my trucks has the main event emblems. These give it a little bit spice of the just being different. It says Lifted Rippers at the top, and then we obviously have it the same matching colors. They killed it. They're out of Canada and they have quick shipping. I absolutely love them. They're on every single one of my trucks. And then I have, the only way I can get in this truck is my Boost Auto Steps. The only light up steps on the market. I have sequential running lights, so my blinkers work with it, my rock lights are in tune with it. They're beautiful at night and they help me get in. Obviously that is the hardest part. In case somebody doesn't know who's driving this truck, I have my custom TSO emblems on the side of my truck. These aren't a sponsored spot, but I do love that you can do this on TSO. And then we have them powder coated to match. So if you can read this going down the road, you know who to tag. Now, as we walk to the rear of the truck, you're going to see I have a Polar Diesel exhaust tip. Awesome. They also are a double overlay. We were able to incorporate the colors that I wanted to. As you walk farther back here, you're gonna see why my truck is so loud, and how you can hear me down the road is my Horn Blasters train horn kit. I do have the shocker kit. That's who I was with at Sema, was in the Horn Blasters row, so you might have seen it there or seen it on videos. And then when you come to the back, this would be what Josh would say the most important part of the truck is how I'm gonna haul with it. I would have my Bulletproof. This is an 18-inch drop hitch from Bulletproof Hitches, and we obviously had this powder coated. The ball stays black on this one. I do have an interchangeable one that is the teal color for show, but we're using this truck right now. We actually just hauled my boat and we were moving trailers with it, so this truck's a working beast. And now that I smacked the end, you can see that there's the rear bumper from Gridiron Bumpers. So the whole truck just came together and it was very quick for us. But I just love that there were so many companies and people that jumped on board immediately, no questions asked. And obviously so far this is my favorite truck that we built. We're gonna have big shoes to fill in the next one. And it wouldn't quite be the right build unless you light it up at night, and I chose the brightest lights on the market, which is BAMF LED. I only went with 20 rock lights, and it does light this up like a spaceship. I feel like I'm gonna add a few more to make it even brighter, and we've got some tricks up our sleeves with BAMF that we're gonna be adding lights to my actual Elevate kit so that they're gonna be inside the lift kit. So you're gonna have to stay tuned for that, but it is so bright at night. It is perfect and is everything I ever dreamed of in a truck. And the moment you've all been waiting for, my most frequently asked question, how do I get in this big lifted truck? And I'm gonna show you. It's pretty easy, right? Definitely helps having these Boost Auto Steps. I could not get in here without that. Alright, so we got in the truck safely. We are inside the truck. As you can see, it is the brand new interior that Ford puts out. I have leather and I have this little fun silver stitching. I got the Lariat, okay? So here's where all of the hate views come from. I didn't want a sunroof and I didn't want seat massagers because they don't really work. So it didn't make sense for me to spend $20,000 more as the price difference between a Lariat and a Limited. I'm already going to be changing the interior to be teal anyways to match my lift. So I was like, I don't care about that. So I went the Lariat. It is a huge price difference, but I literally am only missing a sunroof, which I didn't want, and massaging seats. And then the Limiteds I think have like the favorite is like the little cute stitching on them. Honestly, I have the huge front screen. I've got upgraded sound coming in here. We're doing a Memphis with a Gately box in the back. I'm gonna do probably 2.8s again, just like good sound quality. I have all the 360 cameras you could possibly get in here, heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel. I'm trying to think of like, Ford doesn't miss. It's like, it even smells new in here still, doesn't it? I did just have it cleaned. I'm trying to think of any other. I did buy this fancy steering wheel cover the other day. It was Louis Vuitton and it doesn't fit. So do you need one for your Mustang?
No.
Oh. Well, I do. I have one. It's fancy.
So let's talk about how you got to the glacier gray, like why you chose that out of all the other colors.
Okay, so I chose the glacier gray because it's one of the newer colors that Ford put out, and I don't know, I fell in love with the color they had a couple years back called lithium, and it was like a matte gray, like concrete color. Absolutely fell in love with it. So I was like, I want that same one. I don't think people can see from afar or online, but the glacier gray is super, super like metallic and glittery when you get up close to it. So I'm obsessed with this paint. I'm trying to buy another truck in the same color to have Josh match. Let's see if that works. But it's definitely been like a big part of this build. I actually like paint matched my cowl hood and my bumpers and my steps. Like we went for it. We paint matched everything on this truck. I got a lot of questions a while back about ride quality on this truck, and you're gonna be able to see. It's gonna be probably like harder for you guys to tell, but this truck rides better than my last truck, which was on air, and this one, I don't know if it's because it's on the new MT2 tires, the 44s, which is why it rides better, but it definitely, it's kind of scary how good it rides. I did have to have a drive shaft extension because of how big this lift is, but other than that, it rides, it purrs. I might got some other stuff down there, just can't talk about it.